ओके, डी ब्लॉक आगे करते हैं अब आज। हम लोगों ने आयनाइजेशन एनर्जीज तक कर लिया था, मेटालिक कैरेक्टर उसका कर लिया और बॉन्डिंग किस तरह की होती है उसके बेसिस पे बहुत सारे प्रॉपर्टीज करे। और हमने ये भी बोला कि मोस्टली जो इसमें प्रॉपर्टीज हैं डी ब्लॉक की, दैट इज गोइंग टू डिपेंड अपॉन व्हाट, इट विल डिपेंड अपॉन द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन एंड द नंबर ऑफ अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट इन द वैलेंस शेल। ठीक है, सो आज जो हम प्रॉपर्टीज की कर रहे हैं, स्टैंडर्ड इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल, दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी। द रीजन बिहाइंड दिस इज कि वी विल सी कि जब हम इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज करते हैं तो उसमें बहुत सारे मेटल्स जो प्रेजेंट हैं बिलो हाइड्रोजन और अबव हाइड्रोजन, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ मेटल्स व्हिच आर द डी ब्लॉक मेटल्स। ठीक है, so we have some which have negative reduction potentials and a few like silver or copper, they have positive reduction potential. The reason what we are going to study ki why is this happening, why all d block metals they do not have negative reduction potentials or why all do not have positive reduction potentials, although उनकी जो electronic configurations है उसमें हम लोग n-1d को fill up करते हैं, that we are going to study under this section. Okay, now when we talking of standard electrode potential, तो हम लोग बोलते हैं कि एक कोई भी अगर मेटल है उसको हम लोग सॉल्यूशन के अंदर डालें तो स्टेबिलिटी जो उसकी है that is going to depend upon the electrode potential. So the first point which we have over here is that stability of a metal in aqueous solutions depends upon the value of electrode potential. ठीक है, now when we talking of these, ये जो values हैं they will not only depend upon the ease with which the electron is being extracted, it will also depend on other energies. For examples, the values of reduction potentials, they are going to depend upon enthalpy of sublimation, Born Haber cycle के accordingly it is going to depend upon enthalpy of sublimation. It will depend upon the ionization energy. So first is this, second it will depend upon ionization energy, and third it is going to depend upon the hydration enthalpy. So these are the three energies on which the value of reduction potential they are going to depend. जैसे for example we are saying that किसी भी चीज को एक positively charged ion में change करने के लिए, convert करने के लिए there are three different steps. Let's see what are these steps. The first step is that the metal which is in the solid state that is going to get converted into metal in the gaseous state, and the energy which is going to be needed over here that is delta H sublimation. ठीक है, then number 2 जो इसमें gaseous हुआ है convert, so this is going to lose one electron to give us M positive, right? And this M positive जो ये electron lose हुआ, the energy which is going to be required to remove this electron that is known as ionization energy. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद third, अब ये जो M positive यहाँ पे है that is going to be in the gaseous state, इसको हमने dissolve करना है water के अंदर to convert it into the aqueous state. So we have Mg positive, this will be converted into aqueous positive state, and the energy which is going to be delta H hydration, right? Now इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि हम M solid से M positive aqueous में जब जा रहे हैं तो total delta H क्या आ जाएगा? Total delta H that should be equal to delta H sublimation plus ionization energy plus delta H hydration. ठीक है, सो इन तीनों चीजों के ऊपर ये डिपेंड करता है। अब जितनी ज्यादा नेगेटिव वैल्यू डेल्टा H टोटल की आएगी उतना ही स्टेबल आयन होगा. ओके, सो ओवर हियर वी से स्मॉलर द वैल्यू ऑफ टोटल एनर्जी, और इन अदर वर्ड्स वी कैन से दैट मोर नेगेटिव द value of total energy, more negative the value of total energy, more stable is going to be the ion. ठीक है, जितनी ज्यादा नेगेटिव वैल्यू होगी उतना ही ज्यादा स्टेबल होगा आयन, और उतना ही ज्यादा स्टेबल उसका वो वाला ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट होगा। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल हमने ऑलरेडी करा कि Zn जो है वो Zn2 पॉजिटिव स्टेट में एग्जिस्ट करता है, उसी तरह Cu पॉजिटिव स्टेट में कॉपर जो है वो Cu पॉजिटिव स्टेट में एग्जिस्ट करता है। तो इनकी डेल्टा H की वैल्यू ज्यादा नेगेटिव होती है, इसलिए ये वाले ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट्स जो है दे आर गोइंग टू बी मोर स्टेबल। ओके, सो इट मींस कि इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल की वैल्यू कब नेगेटिव होगी? व्हेन द डेल्टा H total that is going to be more negative. ठीक है, which means that lower the electrode potential, or in other words negative the electrode potential, more stable is the oxidation state in aqueous medium. So one we have this, second we have is lower the value of oxidation potential, lower the value of oxidation potential or reduction potential, more is the stability. More that is going to be the stability. So this is what we are going to study over here. We have two types of you can say trends which we are going to study. The first trend is conversion of M into M2 positive. ठीक है, so हम लोग ये जो first trend पढ़ेंगे that is depicted like this, conversion of the metal into M2 positive. So standard electrode potentials, there are a few points which you need to remember in this. The first point when we are converting M into M2 positive is, we say that there is going to be no regular trend in the periodic table or in the d block elements जब हम लोग M को M2 positive में convert कर रहे हैं, right? Why this is happening? This is because of irregular variation of ionization energies. हमने पहले पढ़ा था कि ionization energies भी जो इसकी है वो रेगुलर नहीं होती, they have quite an irregular क्या कहते हैं value, तो उसकी वजह से ही irregular variation of this reduction potential that is going to be there. Also the sublimation energies, they also have an irregular value. So both the values which are required, both the values which are required for delta H total over here, both these values they have an irregular trend, therefore this trend is going to be irregular. ठीक है, so this is the first point. Let's go on to the second point. The second point which we are going to study over here is that when we are talking of first transition series, except copper, all other have negative reduction value. In the first transition series, except copper, all have negative reduction values. ठीक है, अब negative reduction values इनकी क्या है? That is we say कि जैसे for example copper जो है उसकी positive reduction value होती है, क्यों? क्योंकि जब भी उसको हम acid के साथ react करते हैं तो it does not react with the acid, ठीक है, and also क्या कहते हैं उसको, it is not going to liberate hydrogen when it is going to react with the acid. ठीक है, third point इस पे अब basically कॉपर की जो है वो नेगेटिव रिडक्शन वैल्यूज है, तो इसमें एक पॉइंट आप लिख लो, some of the metals get protected by the formation of a thin film of an inert oxide on the surface. ठीक है? For example, when we talking of chromium, for example, chromium, in spite of high negative reduction value, in spite of high negative reduction value, is an unreactive metal due to formation of a thin film of chromium trioxide on its surface. Thin film of chromium trioxide on its surface. ठीक है? Then we come to the third point. Third point इसका क्या आता है कि less negative E naught values, less negative E naught values of the along the series, when we are going along the series, जैसे हम लोग 3D सीरीज में ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं या 4D सीरीज में ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, तो लेस नेगेटिव E naught values along the series, that is due to increase in first and second ionization energies. Due to first and second and high values of first and second ionization energies. ठीक है? Then we come to the fourth point over here. When we talking of the next point, the values of E naught for these metals, that is zinc, manganese, nickel. ठीक है? They are going to be more negative than expected. More negative than expected. जैसे when we are talking of zinc over here, it has a value of minus 0.76 volt. When we are talking of nickel over here, it has a value of minus 0.25 volt. ठीक है? So they are going to have more negative values than expected. This is because of stability of half filled electronic configuration. जब हम लोग जिंक की इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करते हैं तो जिंक में अगर 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हम लोग निकाल दें, जिंक की इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या है? 3d10 4s2. तो Zn2 पॉजिटिव में जब ये जाएगा, it is going to give us a fully filled electronic configuration of 3d10. ठीक है? उसी तरह से अगर हम लोग मैंगनीज देखें तो मैंगनीज की जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है that is 3d5 4s2, राइट? सो यहाँ पे भी it is going to when it goes to Mn2 पॉजिटिव, तो यहाँ पे 5 जो है that is going to be half filled, तो उसकी स्टेबिलिटी ज्यादा होती है, उसकी वजह से क्या कहते हैं उसको, the negative values that is going to be more. But in case of nickel, when we are talking, what is the electronic configuration of nickel? Nickel has how many? 28, है ना? Nickel has 28. So electronic configuration is 3d8 4s2. So जब ये Ni2 पॉजिटिव बनाता है तो इसमें तो हाफ फिल्ड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन नहीं हुई, फिर भी इसकी जो वैल्यू है that is going to be negative. That is because of the reason it has high value of hydration enthalpy. Okay, it is going to have high value of hydration enthalpy. So that is the reason why these have more negative values. Then we go on to the fifth point over here. The fifth point is that in spite of the fact that all metals except copper have positive E naught values, but they are good reducing agents as comparison to S block. So the D block, they are better reducing agents than S block. ठीक है? Now why this is happening? This is because of high enthalpy of sublimation, high value of sublimation, and high value of ionization energy, because when we are traveling along the period, the ionization energy is going to increase. So it has high ionization energies, ठीक है? And thirdly, they are going to have less enthalpy of hydration. Okay, so these are the 3 points जो कि attribute करता है for it to become, for the D block to become better reducing agents than S block. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद next up we are going to go to the next trends in, अब M2 से M3. Okay, now over here it is said that number 1, E0 value for scandium 3 positive to scandium 2 positive, that is going to be low. Why this happens? Because if you are looking at the electronic configuration of scandium, तो scandium की electronic configuration हो गई 3d1 4s2, ठीक है? So यहाँ पे जब हम लोग Sc2 पॉजिटिव करेंगे तो Sc2 पॉजिटिव की इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या हो जाएगी 3d1, राइट? और नियरेस्ट नोबल गैस के लिए उसको सिर्फ एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करना है टू गिव 3d0. ओके, नाउ बिकॉज ऑफ Sc3 स्टेबल व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बी Sc3 positive, which is going to be more stable due to the noble gas configuration, the value of E0 for Sc3 positive to Sc2 positive, that is going to be low. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद second, when we talking of E0 of Mn3 positive to Mn2 positive, that is going to be high. Again, if you're looking at the electronic configuration of manganese over here, in the outermost shell, it is 3d5 4s2, ठीक है? और अगर हम लोग Mn2 positive लेते हैं, the electronic configuration becomes 3d5, ठीक है? अब यहाँ पे जब हम next Mn3 positive पे जाएंगे, तो आप देख रहे हो कि this is going to be stable half-filled electronic configuration. Okay, now because it is half-filled electronic configuration, therefore Mn2 positive से Mn3 positive बनाना difficult हो जाता है, and the E0 value that is going to be high. Got it? Then third, again important over here कि E0 values for redox couple, अगर हम एक redox couple लेते हैं of the type M3 positive M2 positive, ठीक है, indicates that Mn3 positive and CO3 positive, they are going to be strong oxidizing agents. Now let's understand this, why this is happening. कि जब हम लोग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट क्या हुआ कि वो खुद रिड्यूस होगा. रिड्यूस का मतलब क्या होगा? इट शुड गेन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. जब आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन देख रहे हो Mn2 पॉजिटिव की, इट इज गोइंग टू बी 3d5, राइट? एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ Mn3 पॉजिटिव इज गोइंग टू बी 3d4. सो Mn3 पॉजिटिव विल हैव अ टेंडेंसी टू गेन वन इलेक्ट्रॉन टू एंटर इनटू Mn2 पॉजिटिव ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट. Isn't it? Why? Because of stable configuration. Therefore, अगर ये खुद reduce हो रहा है, this is going to behave as good oxidizing agent. ठीक है? Similarly, when you're looking at the oxidation state, the electronic configuration of cobalt, तो cobalt की electronic configuration क्या होगी? 3d7 4s2, right? So उसके बाद हमारे पास CO2 positive की क्या हो गई? 3d7, ठीक है? और CO3 positive की क्या हो जाएगी? 3d6, right? Now in this case CO3 positive जो है, that will try to gain one electron, right? To go into the 3d7 oxidation state. So therefore this is also going to behave as good oxidizing agent. समझ आ गया? So they both are good oxidizing agents. So these are the standard electrode potential. The next property which we are going to study is oxidation states. Oxidation states. Now when we talking of oxidation states, it is seen that the D block, it shows a large number of oxidation states, or in other words we can say that they have a tendency to show variable oxidation states. Now variable oxidation states ये क्यों show करते हैं? The reason behind this is that both N-D and Ns, they are going to participate in bonding. N-D के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स भी और Ns के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दोनों पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे बॉन्डिंग में. Why they do so? The reason behind this is that they both are at comparable energy levels. Okay, दोनों की energies जो हैं they are almost the same. Now higher oxidation states, they are going to be found with more electronegative elements. So we are saying that higher oxidation states, they are going to be found with fluorine and oxygen. Fluorine and oxygen. Why? Because of the reason that they are more electronegative. ठीक है? In fact, fluorine first सबसे ज़्यादा electronegative element है periodic table का, and oxygen that is going to be second most electronegative element of the periodic table. तो उन सब के साथ higher oxidation states show करते हैं. जैसे for example, if we are talking of MnO4 negative, so यहाँ पे manganese that is showing an oxidation state of +7. ठीक है? So कैसे आप oxidation state find करते हो? इसकी वैलेंसी होगी -2, जिसका फाइंड करना होता है वो आपने x ले लिया, -4 2 8 is equal to -1, so x becomes equal to +7, right? So oxygen के साथ it is showing higher oxidation states. Then when we talk of lower oxidation states, they are generally shown if the D block element or metal that is losing Ns electrons, right? All those which are going to lose Ns electron, they participate in bonding. Okay? And higher oxidation state कब show करेगा ये? Higher oxidation state ये तब show करता है जब दोनों Ns and N-1D, they are going to participate in bonding. Right? So let's go on to the first transition series over here और उनकी various oxidation states देखते हैं. So we are first going to write down the names: scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium with atomic number of 21, 22, 23, 24. Then we have manganese 25, iron 26, cobalt 27, nickel 28 and copper 29, and finally we come to zinc which is 30. ठीक है? Now electronic configuration outermost भी अगर हम लोग देखें तो इसकी जो outermost में electronic configuration है that is going to be 3d1 4s2. इसकी आ जाएगी 3d2 4s2, 3d3 4s2, 3d5 4s1, 3d5 4s2, 3d6 4s2, 3d7 4s2, then we have 3d8 4s2, 3d10 4s2, and finally 4s1 over here. Finally we have 3d10 4s2. ठीक है? So this is going to be the electronic configurations of all these over here. So when we talking of the oxidation states of scandium, we have +2 and +3. In this case, +2 oxidation state is not very stable. The reason behind this is that scandium will prefer losing 3 electrons to enter into the nearest noble gas configuration. ठीक है? So इसलिए इसकी +2 oxidation state that is not going to be stable. टाइटेनियम भी शो करेगा, अब 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं इसके पास, तो ये +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, +3 +4. In this case also +2 oxidation state, that is not going to be stable, right? Then we go to vanadium. Vanadium is going to show +2 +4 and +5. All the oxidation states in case of vanadium, they are going to be stable. ठीक है? Chromium oxidation state show करता है +1. So +1 because of losing of this, right? So +1, +2, +3, +4, +5 and +6. Now over here +1, +4 and +5. These 3 oxidation states in case of chromium, they are not going to be stable. Manganese shows a large number of oxidation states starting from +2. So इसकी oxidation states क्या आ गई? +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 and +7. So it goes up to oxidation state of +7. Now over here +5 oxidation state, that is going to be unstable. सिर्फ +5 ही है which is not going to be stable over here. ठीक है? Iron oxidation state show करता है till +6. So we have over here +2, +3, +4, +5 and +6. इसमें only +2 and +3 they are going to be stable oxidation states. +4, +5 and +6 they are unstable oxidation states. Cobalt, when we go to, shows only 3 oxidation states of +2, +3 and +4. और यहाँ पे जो +4 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट है, that is going to be unstable. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद आ गया निकल. निकल has 3 oxidation states of +2, +3 and +4. यहाँ पे भी +4 oxidation state, that is not going to be very stable. When we go to copper, copper shows only 2 oxidation states of +1 and +2, and this shows zinc shows only 1 oxidation state of +2. Okay, so these are going to be the oxidation states. Now we say that the lower oxidation states जो होती है, they are going to form ionic bonds. ठीक है? Whereas higher oxidation states, they are going to form covalent bonds. Because ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को रिमूव करना डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है, therefore it prefers showing these kind of bonds, covalent bonds. Now if we are going to manganese over here, in the first transition series, manganese has the highest oxidation state of +7. The reason behind this is, और +7 भी वो generally oxygen के साथ ही show करता है, that is because of its tendency to form p-pi bonding. Okay, multiple bonding बनाता है. That is the reason why it can show +7 oxidation state with oxygen. Now जब हम second transition series में जाते हैं, this is the first transition series. Second transition series में ruthenium has the maximum oxidation state of +8, and in the third transition series, osmium, that is going to have +8 as the maximum oxidation state. ठीक है? So ruthenium and osmium जो है वो +8 oxidation state show करते हैं, और manganese that is going to show +7 oxidation state. ठीक है? Now जो lowest oxidation state है, जैसे आप zinc देख रहे हो, zinc amongst all that is going to show only +2 oxidation state. The reason behind this is कि इसमें जो N-1d है, that is not going to participate in bonding because of fully filled electronic configuration. It is only going to be the s electrons which are going to be lost. Therefore zinc shows the minimum number of oxidation state. ठीक है? अब अगर आप देखो तो मोस्टली +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट इज क्वाइट कॉमन. जब आप ऊपर से नीचे तक जा रहे हो, सारे में +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट शो कर रहा है, एक्सेप्ट फॉर स्कैंडियम एंड टाइटेनियम वेयर द +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अनस्टेबल. दैट इज अगेन द रीजन बीइंग ओवर हियर इज दैट जब वो 4s2 लूज करता है तो वो नियरेस्ट नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के पास रहता है, तो वो हायर ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट्स जो उसकी है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी मोर स्टेबल। अंडरस्टूड? Okay, then let's go on to the conclusions of what we have done from the electronic configuration over here. When we are going to conclusions over here, the first one is that within the transition series, अगर हम एक सीरीज स्टडी कर रहे हैं, जैसे हम 3D सीरीज स्टडी कर रहे हैं, तो ऑक्सीडेशन इंक्रीजेस, ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर इंक्रीजेस विद increase in oxidation number की जगह आप oxidation state लिखो, oxidation state increases with increase in atomic number, ठीक है, but not always only till the middle of the series, ठीक है, maximum जाता है middle तक, तो मैंगनीज आप देखो middle में आ रहा है ना, 1 2 3 4 5, सो मिडिल में +7 जाता है, उसके बाद आप देख लो तो डिक्रीज होने लग जाती है ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, ठीक है, एटॉमिक नंबर टिल द मिडल ऑफ द सीरीज एंड देन डिक्रीजेस, राइट? देन नेक्स्ट वी हैव सेकंड पॉइंट ओवर हियर, the minimum oxidation state is shown by transition metal is equal to the number of Ns electrons, as we took the example of zinc. So minimum oxidation state is always going to be equal to +2. Why? Because यहाँ पे जो Ns होता है, Ns के पास mostly +2 है, और यहाँ पे अगर आप exceptions देखो तो when you're taking chromium over here, the minimum oxidation state is +1. The reason behind this is because 4s1 is present. Same is the case with copper when you're going. Copper also has a minimum oxidation state of +1 because of 4s1 which is present. ठीक है? So because the Ns electrons are participating in this, they are going to have minimum oxidation state. ठीक है? And then we've already done that in the entire series, +2 is the most common oxidation state, except for in scandium and titanium. ठीक है? For copper and chromium, the lowest oxidation states that is going to be what? +1. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद हम लोग जब first 5 elements देखते हैं, तो first 5 elements हमारे पास कौन-कौन से आ गए? Up to manganese, starting from scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium and manganese. The oxidation state that is equal to the sum of 3d and 4s. So if you're talking of scandium over here, the stable oxidation state is +3, 2 + 1. यहाँ पे 2 + 2 4, 3 + 2 5, 5 + 1 6, and last is 5 + 2 which is equal to 7. So both are going to participate over here, right? अब जो बाकी के 5 बचे, that is we are trying to go from iron to zinc over here. The maximum oxidation state is not related to their electronic configurations. ठीक है? The common oxidation state is going to be only from when we're going from iron to nickel. The most common oxidation state is +2 and +3. Because आप यहाँ पे देख लो +4 +5 +6 is not stable. यहाँ पे +4 is not stable. यहाँ पे +2 stable हो जाएगी. +3 क्यों stable होगी? Because एक इसमें से निकलेगा तो हाफ फिल्ड हो गया. कोबाल्ट में +2 स्टेबल हो गई, फिर उसके बाद हाइड्रेशन एनर्जी इसकी हाई होती है, इस करके +3 तक ये मैक्सिमम जाएगा. सेम इज द केस विद निकल. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद व्हेन वी कम टू सम ऑफ द ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स, जैसे if we say that if compounds like nickel carbonyl are formed, that is NiCO4, this is known as nickel carbonyl, or we say that iron carbonyl is formed, FeCO5. In this case, the oxidation state of both that is equal to 0. Right? So iron and nickel, depending upon the bonding किसके साथ हो रही है, they can also show an oxidation state of 0. Clear हो गया? Then let's go on to the relative stabilities of some of the configuration में नहीं मिटा रही हूँ यहाँ से because it will become easier for us to understand this concept. So when we are looking at titanium 4 positive, okay, and we are looking at titanium 3 positive, right? In case of titanium 4 positive, the electronic configuration is 3d04s0. So this is the nearest noble gas configuration और इसकी क्या हो जाएगी 3d14s0. So because ये nearest noble gas configuration है, the 4 plus oxidation state in titanium, that is going to be more stable with respect to 3 positive. Have you understood? उसी तरह से we go to Mn2 positive and Mn3 positive. In case of Mn2 positive, the oxidation state, the electronic configuration, that will become 3d5-4s0. Whereas we are going to Mn3 positive, it is going to be 3d4-4s0, right? So ये half filled electronic configuration, therefore Mn2 positive is going to be more stable than Mn3 positive. 3d5 electronic configuration which is half filled, right? उसी तरह से अगर हम लोग Fe3 positive और Fe2 positive को compare करें, in case of Fe3 positive, it is 3d5-4s0. राइट और यहाँ पे हमारे पास क्या आ जाएगा 3d6-4s0. So again half filled electronic configuration over here, this is going to be more stable. Clear हो गया, right? फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास एक और बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट सा पॉइंट आता है यहाँ पे कि relative stabilities of various oxidation states can also be explained on the basis of standard reduction potentials. जैसे for example, if we are taking Cu positive plus 1 electron, that is going to give us Cu. E0 value for this, that is 0.52 volts. Okay, and if we are taking Cu2 positive plus 2 electrons to give you Cu over here the E0 values, that is going to be equal to 0.34 volts, right? So because of the lower value of E0 for this particular reaction, Cu2 positive can be easily reduced to Cu. Therefore, the stability is going to be what? Cu2 positive in this case, that is more stable than Cu positive. So those which have a lower value of reduction potential, they are going to be more stable than the fact which have higher reduction potentials. Right? Clear हो गया? So this is what we are going to do today. Two very important properties of D block, because अगर आप boards दे रहे हो तो there are a lot of reasoning questions which are going to come from this section. और अगर आप competitions के लिए बैठ रहे हो तो उसमें भी आपको बहुत सारे जो multiple choice questions हैं वो इस section में से in terms of concepts आ सकते हैं. Okay, so we are now left with a very small portion of D block which we should finish in at least I think 1.5 classes, nothing more than that, because we left with a few of very simple properties and we are left with 2 compounds in the D block which we have to do. One is KMNO4 and the other one that is going to be K2Cr2O7.